Hello everyone, happy day, and I hope you're doing great. Today's life coaching video is on the topic of emotional security and how we can become more emotionally secure in case that's an area of concern or that we feel that we could develop further. So let me start with a definition. And I did some research online. So this is basically a compilation or a synthesis of my take on how we can improve our emotional security. So firstly, the definition is it's as emotional security is the measure of stability of a person's emotional state. Emotional insecurity or just being insecure is a general feeling of unease or nervousness that may be triggered when you perceive yourself as being less than, inferior, or vulnerable in some way to another person or to certain conditions. So that is a definition of emotional security. And this is, I feel, a really important and vital topic in terms of relationships on all levels, family relationships, personal relationships with a romantic partner, work relations, and even relations with complete strangers, because sometimes people are triggered by what they assume or perceive to be others' evaluation on them without even knowing the person, and thus not knowing for certain if that could be an accurate assessment that they would receive from another person. So if there's any reason that you think that you may be emotionally insecure in some situations, or it's something that you could enhance, which we could all enhance our sense of well-being and general stability with ourselves, then some tips that I can share with us are the following. So, how you can become more emotionally secure. The first one is that came to me was to trust yourself. To trust yourself means to believe in yourself as well. So, you have to know that you can trust your own judgment. And this way, you're not insecure about your decisions, about your actions, and about what you're doing. Because when we do not trust ourselves, this can emerge as emotional insecurity further later, because we may think, oh, well, I'm not so sure about this situation or about myself because I don't trust my judgment. I don't trust myself to make good decisions. So it's helpful for us to get to a point where we can really trust ourselves, trust your judgment, know that you can make good decisions. And if you need help in that area, then you can, that's a whole other video. But how you can trust yourself is look back on the good decisions that you've made. Look back on your life and look at situations where you've made good choices, where you've chosen wisely, sometimes not knowing why you chose as you did, but you did that and it turned out really well. That's your intuition. So trust yourself, believe in yourself, believe that you can make good choices, and know that this is part of you being secure in yourself. The next one is to know that you're worthy, that you're valuable, that you have inner resources, that you're an extremely resourceful person, and that you are self-sufficient. You do have resources, everyone does, and it's only a matter of our awareness and acknowledgement of them. So remember this at all times, that you are a valuable and a resourceful person, and these inner traits, these gifts that you have, do not depend on anyone else, but they come from within. You're born with these, and you can develop even more skills over the course of life. The next tip that I'd like to share is about cultivating a practice of connecting with yourself. This is extremely important because the more connected and in tune you are with your heart, your soul, with your spirit, and your inner being, then the more grounded you are in your own truth. So whatever that is for you, if you have that connection, then you are able to weather the storms of life and the comings and goings and the temporary emotional states that others can can exert on us. You know, we may encounter people who are upset for no reason and they take it out on you or on someone else. And know that it has nothing to do with you. We don't know what goes on in someone else's world. Thus, as you remain grounded in your own truth, you are able to know what's real, what's really there, what's the truth. And whatever is good feedback for you to take on board, then you can receive that and grow from it. And if there's anything that you perceive that is inaccurate because it does not gel with your inner truth, then you don't have to take that on board, right? We don't have to accept everything that comes our way. So cultivate your inner practice, and you can do that by meditating on a daily basis. You can pray if you're a spiritual person. And that leads me to my next point, which I will finish with, is to cultivate a spiritual practice. Use the power of your spirituality, whatever that is. Perhaps it's something you already cultivate. Perhaps you already have a faith that you adhere to. And if you do, then this is an opportunity for you to cultivate a stronger relationship and bond with a truth that is more profound and eternal than the temporary experiences of life, particularly in relationships, knowing that there is a higher guidance that we all have access to, and that everything is working out in divine order. And that, I feel, comes from our spiritual being. And if you don't have one, then take the opportunity to create one, cultivate one. Start small if you're skeptical, and see what connects or resonates with you, such as perhaps doing research on different philosophies or seeing what calls out the most to you. And if this is something that you'd like ideas on, then let me know, send me a message. And I would love to share some of my experiences on what's helped me when I was very unbelieving in anything. I went through a dark night of the soul a few years ago where I didn't subscribe in an idea of a God. And then I overcame those thoughts. And so let me know if you'd like some help or guidance with that. And I'd love to provide it. So that's it for now. I have more tips and ideas in the written description. So my intention is that this may help to elevate all of our energies and to provide and share, create, and cultivate more love, self-love, happiness and joy, and understanding for the world that surrounds us. Because when you understand, you can thrive more and you don't freak out when things don't go your way or as you expect. So that's it for now. Sending you lots of love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!